So as we understood that a pointer is an address which is a numeric value. Therefore, we can perform an arithmetic operation on a pointer just as we can on a numeric value. So to understand, let's assume that there is a PTR pointer whose value is 1000. When I'll say PTR plus plus, which is the same as PTR is equal to PTR plus 1, my value of PTR will be incremented by 1. Similarly, if I say PTR minus minus, which is the same as PTR minus 1, the value of PTR will be decremented by 1. So let's take an example to explain you more. Let's say that there is int var say 3 and the values in it are 10, 100 and 200, and let me declare a pointer here, and there is no value in my pointer right now. So here what I'll do is I'll say PTR is equal to var. What this does is this PTR will now point to the var array. And before we continue, just keep in mind that PTR has the value of the first indexed value of my array. So let's say for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus, I'll say cout the address of var I So what I've done here is that I've said the address of var I, which is var is the name of the variable and I is the indexed value. So we can just differentiate it in the outputs. And let's say cout PTR and L, and then cout the value of var I cout star PTR, which will output the value in that pointer location. And at the end I'll say PTR plus plus. So what PTR plus plus does here is that it increments the address value. Like I said here that my PTR over here points to the first index value. When I say PTR plus plus, it will point to the next index value and then the next index value until I is less than 3. I have said I is less than 3 because my size of the size of my array was 3. Let's run this code. So the address of var 0 is this and the value of var 0 is this 10. So like I said, initially my pointer was pointing to the first location, 0th index, and then when I said PTR plus plus, it goes to the next index, which is the address of var 1. We can see here that the address has changed and the value of var 1 is 100, which is the second index value, and then PTR plus plus again, which goes to the next index, and we can see that the value of var 2, which is the third index value, which is 200. We can do the similar thing in decrementing a pointer. Let's say that my pointer is let's take the same example and let's just make some changes over here. Let's say that it has the address of my var 2, which is the last index value. And here what we'll do is we'll say minus minus, and I is greater than 0, and we'll start with I is equal to 3. I is equal to 2 and greater than equal to 0. So the address of, so let's run this, just change it to ptr minus minus, and let's run this. So we can see that the address of var2 is this, which, and the value is 200, and then the address of var1, the value of var100, and the address of var0, and the value of var0 is 10. So we can do four operations, arithmetic operations on pointers, which are plus plus, minus minus, and the plus and the minus. That is the addition and the subtraction in the value of pointers. So this is it. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.